Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are tuning in. I am the host for tonight. So, for those who doesn't know me, my name is Marita States. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of three. I am originally from Pampanga, Philippines, and I'm now living here in the US for 36 years. I'm a former hairstylist and a salon owner. Um, and I am in the digital business space, something I never imagined I'd be doing, especially not being tech savvy before. And tonight, I'm so excited because I'm not alone. I'm here with my amazing business partners, the Virginia Drivers. Um, these are incredible individuals from different backgrounds, all walking their own journey, but growing together. We're all growing together, the same dreams. Tonight is all about real conversations, real growth, and hopefully giving you that little push you might need. Without further delay, let's jump into our question and answer for tonight. And please introduce yourself first, then move on to your answers. So we'll go ahead and start with Brother Mark. Um, my question for you: what's your favorite aha moment you got from a mastermind or coaching call?
All right. So, hi, everybody. I'm Mark. I am a college professor in Richmond, Virginia, in the U.S., and been an educator my whole life. Lost a corporate job back in 2016 and needed something different. I was working side hustles. I had raided my retirement account and working side hustles. And I found this business, and I have found all these amazing people in my community that I have the best time with on a weekly basis. So, my biggest aha, I think I'm going to have to give you two, Marita. First was, and it's not from what you asked me from a mastermind or a coaching. I have always been a people pleaser, and I have always worried about what people thought about me. And at convention, when Sam Hines said, "It's none of your business what other people think of you," that has probably been the most liberating thing that I may have heard in my adult life. Hearing it that way really has changed my past. What are we, 9 months away from last year's convention? Like the past 9 months, I've operated differently. I've run my business differently. I've been a different teacher, honestly, because right, some of the kids are just going to hate me. They hate math. They hate school. They don't like my rules. But it's none of my business what they think. And that has been probably the biggest shift for me in many, many years. I think the other is I have been an educator, and in my corporate life, I was a trainer, right? I know how to deal with difficult people. I know how to handle difficult participants in a training session. But, Ann Turnbull came on the scene and started doing some of our daily lessons that we can attend and sign up for. And I have even learned so much from her about managing. You've got these huge audiences, people trying to unmute and bump it, and like the way she controls that and she can draw out the answer she wants from people has actually made me a better teacher. So I think those two big things for me in the past year have just been amazing.
That's nice. For me, the biggest aha moment was realizing that I don't have to do this alone. I have a follow-up question for you. What advice would you give to someone who's been trying to figure everything out on their own instead of seeking guidance or mentorship?
You're not meant to do everything alone. Um, I don't, I am a Christian, so I look at my worldview as from the Bible. But I think if you talk to anybody of any faith or any belief, we are made to be relational creatures. You can't do life on, well, you can do life on your own, but I think it's very hard. It makes you very miserable. And I tell people all the time, eh, even if I didn't have this business, if for some reason I decided to stop, I would beg to stay part of this community. Um, you all, the weekend group that we were just talking about that we have that we can participate in, our Wednesday nights, my local team's weekly meeting on Tuesday night, those are the highlights of my week now. The relationships I've made with people across the world, just, I mean, so many of you inspire me in so many different ways. I just couldn't imagine not having this community at this point. And I think everybody needs a community like that. And that's what I tell people. This to me now more is about the community than the income.
Yes, that's so true. And I agree with that. In being with the community, it helps you, your confidence. It teaches you, so many things, and having that community, it gives you some clarity and a little push sometimes. We all need that.
Yep.
So, my next question will go to Sis Coco. Um, my question for you: what's a belief about yourself that this business proved wrong?
Mhm. Yes. Hi, this is Coco from Virginia Beach, Virginia, United States, originally from Japan. Yes, I'm a former nail salon owner, and I'm in the work full-time worker in American corporate right now. And as a side hustle and the retirement plan B, I've been running this digital business. But I'm so exciting, the day coming, my digital business turned into the plan A, and exciting the retirement, adventurous retirement life coming in on the way. So that's me. Thank you for having me today. Yes. So my question, yes, what's the belief about myself that this business proved wrong? I mean, there's a lot of things. I did not recognize myself before I start business. And this is check one, check two, check three, kind of like that. There's so many things. I was wrong about myself, and then I've been believing like that until I start this business. So the biggest one is, of course, um, my capability. I mean, the most people never been tech savvy. Most people say that, in here, Sis Marita, Sis Rizzo. I'm not sure about Brother Mark, but, the most people never been a tech savvy and then don't have online business experience or anything. I I do have a business experience as a nail salon owner, but none of them is a technology or anything. I didn't even know how to use a computer. I said all the time, but because I thought this is not my cup of tea, and then I've been avoiding in my life. That what it is. That's what I believed before. But once I jump in this digital business, it's day by day, month by month, little by little. I realized that was wrong. This business proved my belief was wrong because of course, I'm not perfect yet, but be patient and learning step by step. There's no impossible things. I call myself, I used to be a cave woman because there's no technology. I didn't order anything online either. I never done Amazon either, that kind of cave woman. Look at me now. I just communicate all my business partner across the world, anywhere, and talking about the business or life, and it's amazing. But this is because of this business system and training system. So yeah, it was wrong. I was wrong, because I know now I was the one to shut the door, my opportunity, my capability. Once you open and push it out and then come out the box. Yeah, there's nothing impossible. It's nothing easy. No, I'm not saying it's easy, but little by little, and believe in yourself. There's nothing to impossible. Yes. So yep. So here I am now. I That's from my experience. There's nothing impossible. Yes, that's all from me. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you for that answer. And I totally agree with you, Sis Coco, because we're in the same, business. We're in the beauty industry, the same thing with me. Before, the tools I use is the shears and my comb. That's it. We're very hands-on on our job, and shifting to this digital business, of course, it's a little scary, but you are so right about, the learning capabilities. You learn every day. It's a never ending, learning. And I really like that too. Even with our age, it doesn't matter how old you are, you will continue learning in this business. Thank you, Sis Coco. And my next question will go to Sis Alex. So, Sis Alex, here's your question. What's something you used to overthink, but now you just do? It's automatic.
Yes. Hello, everyone. This is Alex.
Hello.
Your oncology nurse and your single mom. So I am still in the car, but that's why this is the good thing about the business. You can bring it anywhere you anywhere you go. So for everyone watching or listening right now, so overthinking sometimes usually don't come from lack of ability, and I just do it, and it comes from the fear of doing it wrong, because sometimes you want to make a right decision, you want to be sure that you're not gonna make mistake, and you don't want to waste the time. But here's the truth that I learned from myself being part of this community, and that just like Mark says, you don't have to be alone in here. You don't need to figure out the whole task, in just one sitting. But and then you don't need to know the every step right away. So what I have learned is, when I become part of this business, I stop overthinking about the time and the money, because tomorrow is not a promise. If I want to do something, especially is spending time with my children, because those memories are something that you cannot take it back. I stopped thinking about that. All I have to do, and this business had gave me that opportunity, the time freedom, because I don't usually do that before. Because what I want to do is not to waste any time, but to work and just keep working and working. But now I stop overthinking it and just spend time to what really matters, and this business has given me that opportunity, and not worrying about time anymore, because while I'm spending time with my little ones, my business is running in the background for me. So those are something that, as single mom, I realized that I cannot afford to keep missing those precious moments that the money cannot buy, because once you lost it, it's gone and you cannot take it back. So stop overthinking and stop for the future, and spend time for what really matters. Thank you, Sis May.
Thank you, Sis Alex. That is so wonderful. The same thing with me is before I overthink and sometimes just going in front of the camera, I would ask myself, what if I messed up? But uh, for me, just take an action, even if it's not perfect, because done is better than perfect. You know. So I'll go back with this Coco. Um, I I have an additional question for you. What would you say to someone right now who doubt themselves or feel like they're not capable of starting something new?
Mhm. Yes. Yeah, that's a good question because it's a perfect for me because I'm a living proof. Yes. So just 2 years ago I started this, and of course I didn't know anything. I wasn't even 100% sure. I wasn't certain, but my curiosity, my want to change, desire to change my life, and all the things makes me the push me to this business. And now I was like, okay, good job. That was a good decision, Coco. Kind of like this. So, but I also understand the people who watching us, listening us, and the other side, from the other side. Yes, of course, it's skeptical because uncertainty, and that's why we always offer website, and then call us and ask us and send us the message, anything question. Yes, the question is the key, and that's why we're here to answer and to help because we used to be like you. So I totally get it. But at the same time, and the another things is nobody can change your life. Nobody can, force you to do stuff or new things, open your door. You the one have to push the door open to see, but we can help and we can offer the information, the other side of the door. But you the one to open the door. So we will help once you open the door. We here, and we can help and we can support, and then it's like look at us. We supporting each other. We running together, like brother Mark, and everybody talking. This is what community, the beauty of this community. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here either. I'm still in the cave woman. So yes, but like I say, a little earlier, there is no impossible. It's all up to you, your mindset, your thinking, because you the one can close the door, but you the one can open the door also. So it's up to you. But other than that, besides that, we help you 100%. So let us know. Okay. So that's all from me.
Thank you, sis Coco. So yes, Mark.
Can I ask Coco a follow up question? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Have you bought anything off of Amazon since you started your business?
How you know? Ask my daughter. Ask my daughter. Well, yeah, that's true. And you know what?
I think she's shopaholic now because she know how to navigate the
That's
navigate.
the best.
Oh,
Hey, so not only will this business help you with your business, you'll learn how to shop on Amazon. That is a great commercial for Amazon. They should get you to do
well,
a commercial for them.
yeah, I should because okay, yes, I did shop from Amazon, but I don't have my own account. So I always ask my daughter, can you? And then I send a screenshot to my daughter, and mommy wants to buy this one. Can you order this? And then she order. And then she put my credit card number, she put my home address, and then she can order. That's how I order Amazon before I start the business. Now I have my own account. I can do by
There you
myself.
go. See, we learn every day, right?
Yes.
Right. So I
Now,
have another follow-up question for Sis Alex.
mhm.
So for everyone watching right now, listening, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start but feels stuck because they're overthinking everything?
All right. Thank you, Sis May. You know, there's something that I would like to tell everybody is stop overthinking. Yes, it might be easy to say that, but overthinking, um, I used to be overthinking everything, not because, I was worried about what if I didn't do it wrong, what if it's not going to come out right, but now I have learned that you only need to take action, not because I'm confident all the time, but because you will start realizing that overthinking can keep you stuck. So, you don't need to be perfect. All you need to do is the progress and change for your life, because sometimes if you been stuck in a thinking mode, maybe it's time to take one step at a time, because sometimes you have to hear it from other people for you to be able, for you to have a wake up call, because you yourself, without realizing that, you focus on so much time for what other people would think about you. I would like to share, one of our pastor for today message is about judging. We judge people in just by looking at somebody. But as a person, we are so worried about what people would tell us. We are so worried that we will be judged. But this is what I want you to know. Stop worrying about other people would think about you, because those people who keep judging you or criticizing you, they're not gonna pay your bills at the end of the day. You're still gonna be the one to pay all your bills, provide for your family. So stop thinking about what people would think about you, but instead start sharing your value, be real, and just take one step at a time, because the most important is you don't have to figure out everything alone by yourself. That's why I heard brother Mark says that if he decided to get out of this business, he would like to stay with the community. Yes, I would do the same thing, because why? This community is the community that I never been before, with the without judgment, no comparison. They will accept you for who you are, no matter what your status in the business. And this is what I love in this community, because our family, sometimes they are the one who's judging us, so stop overthinking about what people says, but instead start focusing on yourself. And once you starting focusing on yourself, focusing on your future, for your big whys, everything would change and align, and the mindset will change as well. So stop overthinking, everyone. Thank you, Sis May.
Thank you, Sis Alex. That is awesome. That is so true. I totally agree. And thank you for sharing that. And let's move on to the next question. What I have here is for Sis Lizelle. Um, Sis Lizelle, here's the question for you. What's one thing you thought was scary, but now you love doing it?
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever part of the world you're watching. Again, we are here, Virginian Thrivers. Weekly, we are showing up, and thank you for joining us. Again, Lisa's here. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and as Sis Coco and Sis Marita, I am a beautician also, and yes, I worked in Abu Dhabi for 15 years, and now here in the US, I work as a nutrition in the school, and I love my work. Yes, and at the same time doing this digital business. And yes, is my question. I love my question. To be honest, guys, one thing that really scared me before was showing up in social media. I was scared. I was scared to be judged, like everybody said. I was so afraid to pose, afraid to speak, afraid people would judge me. I kept telling myself, I don't have the degree and I don't have computer skills. My English is not perfect either, and I was skeptical also. I wasn't even sure if this business is real or if I could really do it because if you talk about online business, it's really scared me because there is a lot of scammers, right? And sometimes we call some people or some family, they call us scammers, and that it's okay because it's normal. I was I was like you too. So I stayed quiet for a long time, but something inside me said, if you don't try, nothing will change. Even though I was scared, I showed up anyway. My first posts weren't perfect. My first videos weren't confident. If I will go back for my go live before, it was a mess. But I keep going. And little by little, something shifted. The fear became smaller, my confidence became stronger. And now, what I used to be scared of, I actually love doing it. I love sharing my story. Each one of us have our own story, right? I love connecting with people. I love showing up because I know it can inspire someone who feels the same way I felt before. I'm loving my online business. My excitement is the same as when I started. It gives me purpose in life and hope for a bright future. Because the massive potential of our amazing business is phenomenal. I gained so much and my confidence became stronger. So if you're scared right now, that's okay. We understand. Fear is not a sign to stop. Sometimes it's a sign that you're about to grow. You don't need to be perfect, like everybody said. You just need to be willing, take that first step. God will do the rest. The things you're afraid of today might be the very things that changes your life tomorrow. Trust God and start anyway. That's all for me, sis Marita.
Thank you so much, Sis Lizelle. And you actually have answer already for my next question. You had the advice already for whoever's listening to us right now. So if you've been listening and something resonate with you, with our stories, this is all real stories that we shared with you guys. If you've been thinking about starting but you just don't know how, I want you to know you don't have to figure it out alone. Send us a message, drop a comment, or go to our websites. Our websites are right there. All of us, we have our websites on the screen. All you have to do is sign in with your name and the email, and you will be sent a link. And we'd love to connect with you, share what we do, and see if this might be a fit for you. No pressure, just a conversation. Anything else you guys want to add? Or Sis Coco, go ahead.
Yes. Yes. I just want to, before I forget, I just want to mention about next week, our podcast. It's going to be special.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we usually do the weekly podcast, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, United States. But the next Sunday, it's going to be special. So we don't know what time exactly, but we're going to do a little earlier than 7 p.m. next Sunday. So, but we're gonna notice. We're gonna put the notice in the announcement before that. But next Sunday, it's gonna be special. So don't miss it. We all here.
All right. Thank you for the announcement, Sis Coco. And to everyone, stay tuned on next Sunday. Have a good night, everyone. Thank
Good
you
night,
very
everybody.
much
Have a great week.
to my Virginia partners. We'll see you guys next week. Ciao for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.